Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine, and for those who are new here, I have this YouTube channel to inspire others, to inspire couples, singles, to just live their best life, especially in their 20s, because girl, it's hard. So I'm super excited that you guys are back, and I just wanted to go over 5 pieces of advice for new college graduates and young professionals. So a little bit background on me. I am considered a young professional. I'm 24 years old. I currently work for a nonprofit as a marketing director, but just last year I was working as a product developer for a fashion company. So I was working in corporate, doing my thing, living my best life right outside of college. So that's kind of my background. So I am really passionate about helping young professionals to understand their worth, strength, and purpose in Christ, first of all, because, you know, I believe in God, that's who I follow. So take that with what you may, you know, maybe you don't believe in God, but that's just my view on it. I want to inspire people to understand their worth, strength, and purpose in Christ. And I think it's so important to just ground yourself in the truth, but not only that, but to prepare yourself well right outside of college. Anyways, I'm rambling. So let's get into it. I have my little notes on my phone. So my first piece of advice out of my 5 pieces of advice is to pause and inquire of God. And so take time to figure out what you really want and what your goals are. And so right out of college, I kind of hit the ground running. I had the job, I was ready. I got my job my first semester of my senior year in college, which was the biggest blessing, and I don't take that for granted because I know a lot of college grads don't have that luxury. But I would say just pause and inquire of God, because it's so easy to get into the rat race of, okay, high school, I apply for colleges, if that's your thing. And then college, I apply for jobs. And then that's kind of the synchronization, I don't even know if that's a word, but that's kind of the path that people expect you to be on. And I didn't even think about, okay, do I want this job outside of college? Oh, side note, I moved 14 hours from home. I moved to Wisconsin. And so I really didn't even take any time to think about, okay, did I want to move that far from home? Is this the actual job that I want to do? In the grand scheme of life, is this the path that I want my life to be on? And I feel like that's so important to take that time to pause for you, drowning out the noise of other people being like, you have to do this, you have to apply for this job, this is the type of job that you need to have. And just figuring out, you know, what is it that Jasmine wants? What is it that you really want? Hone in on that so that you can make those right decisions that will ultimately make you your happiest self. Because, come on, who doesn't love being happy? Number 2, make a budget / financial plan. I'm gonna say that louder. Make a budget / financial plan. Nothing too fancy, but just something practical that you can use. I stepped out of college and I didn't have a budget or financial plan. I was hype to be making more than minimum wage. Okay, come on, my college students understand. You go from being a broke college student, and then you start making a salary, like, you're like, bro, how are people making this amount of money? And where have I been all my life? And it's super exciting and it's super hype because you're making more money than you ever have. But then you get to this crossroads where you're like, shoot, now I have to like pay rent, and now I have to pay for my car, and now I have to pay for insurance, and now I have to pay for. And then you realize that you're not pocketing all that amazing money that you're making. And so you need to make sure that you have a budget and something that you can actually use as a guideline to set you up for success in the future. Because trust me, your future self will be thanking you when you make that financial plan / budget. Okay. Number 3, make a 1-year plan. And so what I mean by this is, and I just want to be really careful when I say this because I hope people don't take this the wrong way, but the reality is 1 to 2 years after working your first job, most post-grads, young professionals, whatever, they choose to transition into something else. I'm not sure why that's the case. I'm not sure of the exact number of people that do that, but it's a high percentage because I was reading about it. And I was one of those people. I was expecting to stay in my job. First of all, I was expecting to freaking love my job. I was expecting to stay in it for 2 years. I was expecting to just love where I live, be happy, be settled, and be like, oh yeah, I'm staying here for 2 years, gonna be happy, healthy, living my best life. Well, guess what? Reality hits you, and sometimes you don't like your job. Or sometimes you don't like where you live. Sometimes you feel lonely and you feel really far from family and you need that support system. So I say all of that to say, when you're going into your first job, be super excited, but set yourself up for success, because you better believe in a year from now, you have to think, okay, I'm liking it right now, but what will that look like in a year? And I'm not condoning leaving a job just because you don't like it. Like, that's not how the real world works. You know, we have to get our feet wet. We have to get down and dirty. And sometimes we have to do things that we don't want to do for a little bit. But I think it's so, so, so important for you to set yourself up well. You know, I quit my job a year after I started it. And there were a bunch of reasons. You know, I was really far from family. I'm really close with my family and I missed it. Missed them. I didn't really love my job. And so I was and I was getting engaged. I mean, I was getting married. I got engaged, and so I'm getting married. So there were just like a lot of things swirling, and I was just praying to God, and I was like, God, I don't know what you want for me. This wasn't the plan that I saw for my life, but I'm gonna let you take the driver's seat and do what you do. And then he lined up a new job for me in North Carolina and a new apartment and just all these different things because I inquired of him first. So that's why I say inquire of God, make a financial plan, as if you're going to quit your job a year later. Because if you're saving up your coins and doing what you have to do and you're like, I'm not satisfied of where I'm at, I wanna move. Well, if you saved up properly, then do your thing, girl, move, do what you need to do to make sure your mental state is good and to make sure you're happy. Create that 1 year plan as if you're gonna be moving in a year. Number 4, have a strong group of friends around you that are in a similar stage of life. Guys, this saved my butt in Wisconsin. I'm telling you, I had the most amazing, amazing friends in Wisconsin. We all worked at the same place. You know, we were new college graduates, new young professionals trying to navigate the rent life and the adulting life and all that good stuff. And it was so cool at the end of a hard day to not only talk to my family, because I have an amazing family, not only to talk to my fiance, he's amazing too, but to have friends who are in the same stage of life to you to be like, girl, today was hard. Guys, today was hard. Like, I need your help. I need your advice. How was your day? How would you handle this? Because when you talk to people that relate with you, it helps you to feel like, okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not the only one going through this season of life that feels a little bit different, a little bit hard, not what I'm used to. So definitely having those friends in your corner that are in a similar stage of life makes a world of difference. Lastly, number 5. Try new things. I love this one. It's so good because it sounds so cliche, it sounds so simple, but it's so important. Like, I moved 14 hours away. I moved to Wisconsin. Okay, everybody kept telling me, girl, it's cold. You're gonna die out there. It's not gonna be that great. You know, whatever. I knew it was gonna be cold. I knew it was Wisconsin. I knew it was 14 hours away. But in my head, I was like, you know what? I'm young. I can say that I moved outside of my hometown. How cool is that? So I was like, whatever, check, let's do it. And that's one new thing that I did. When I got to Wisconsin, I tried new foods. I traveled to new places. I went to Chicago 3 times. 3 times. I went to Chicago. I tried cheese curds. I tried like actual cow's milk, like literally from the cow udder, I was drinking it. Actual cow's milk. I did a paddle tavern on the river. I saw Lake Michigan. Like, it's so cool trying out new things. I did bar for the first time. I'm telling you guys, bar is amazing. You should try it. Anyway, I'm rambling, but trying new things, man, it just helps you discover who you are, and it just fuels you up and gives you the confidence to be like, yeah, I'm versatile. I can go into different situations and be confident in who I am and know that I'm not changing even if my environments are changing. It just helps you to discover who you are, and you meet new friends, amazing people that I never would have met before if I didn't step out on a whim and try something new. That is the most incredible part about trying new things, just stepping outside of your comfort zone. broadening your horizons, opening up your mind. I tell all post-grads that just do it, just go for it. And here's the thing, we're young, take risks, calculated risks, okay? Calculated risk, not just doing anything and everything, but taking this calculated risk to do something for yourself, like build up your confidence, try something new, do things that people in your family have never done before so you can pave the way. Because when you're that great example of trying new things, it helps the ones around you to be like, you know what, I'm gonna step out and try something different too. And then it's a domino effect of just positivity. So with all that being said, I hope that these pieces of advice help my younger audience, the ones who are just graduating, the young professionals, whatever. I hope that encourages you. You're not alone. You're never alone. And as long as you have those people in your corner, your support system, focusing your thoughts and your ideas and your visions and your goals on what Christ has in mind, man, it revolutionizes everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know the amazing new things that you've done. Well, it's 2020, it's the beginning of 2020, but even in 2019 and 2020, the new things that you did, the crazy risks that you took in 2019 and 2020, I'd love to know that. So comment down below, like, and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. I love this community. I love my followers. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we can't wait to see you in our next one. Bye guys.